Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. If you are new here, my name is Roger, and we are designing and building our own mid-engine supercar. This is what the car looks like as of today. And just for reference, here's a 3D printed model of what we're building. So in the last video, we made this driver's side fender here, and we had just finished the mold for the passenger side, and we made that part. As you can see, it is sitting here, and it actually turned out really nice. It's a little bit nicer than the driver's side. And the next thing we did was we made a mold and made the part here for the front of the hood, which comes down to the nose of the car. And then we made a mold and made the part here for this corner, which encloses the headlight and wraps around and completes the fender. You can kind of see this. If I can get around here, see how it joins up. Now this will be a seam, a body line. This will bolt together. That seam won't be hidden. And it will bolt together here also, have a visible body line. But this corner, this front nose piece, and this corner will all glue together, and those seams will disappear. We're working on the mold for this corner here. In fact, it's almost finished. I was planning on making this part this weekend, but we've had some bad weather here, some ice and snow for the last 2 weeks, and some of the shipments coming have been delayed. I just found out today that the carbon fiber roll that I had ordered is lost, so I had to order a replacement roll for it, and I am out of carbon fiber. So I was planning on making this part tomorrow, but I'm not going to be able to make it until next weekend. But this mold is almost finished. I need to do a final sanding on it and then a few coats of wax, and it will be done. And then that leaves the front of the car here to attach all three of these pieces together. Well, with this piece it'll be 4 pieces, and that mold is here. I've cut all 4 pieces of the foam and glued them together, and I've started finishing. I've been doing some bondoing and sanding. The center of the mold is ready for a coat of primer, and I'm still working on the 2 ends. They're getting close to being ready. I'm just a few hours away from being ready to prime this. This is a rather large part. It barely fits inside of my heat box to do the vacuum infusion and to bake it in the oven, but it will just fit. This is a pretty complex part because of the way the shape the carbon fiber will be over in these deep valleys here and around. But we'll figure out how to make this. I'll probably have to seam it, the carbon fiber here, do a large centerpiece, and then these ends will be overlapped or seamed. It gets painted, so it doesn't need to be perfectly flawless as far as the carbon fiber itself. It will be hidden. And once we get that last large piece made, all 4 of these pieces will glue together and make the nose clip, which will be a solid piece and will bolt to the car, and the seams where I was showing you earlier where it bolts together. And the only thing that leaves is the front splitter. And I was talking in the last video, or asking your guys' opinion on how the best way was to make that splitter, and I got some nice feedback, different ideas. And I'm going to incorporate some of those, but I've decided to simplify this splitter for a couple of reasons. It's a little complex, and it's so large it won't fit in my oven to bake the part once it's finished and do the vacuum infusion. So what I decided to do was I'm going to split the splitter. That's kind of funny. Anyway, I'm going to split the splitter into 3 pieces. There'll be a large center piece, and it will seam right along here where it disappears up underneath the front corner of the car. It's flush, so the seam will be hidden. And I'll do the sides with the little winglets in different molds. That way both sides of that winglet are visible, and it will be easier to do those smaller parts and come up with a nice clean surface on both sides of those winglets, because I'm hoping to leave this carbon fiber splitter raw and not paint it. And I'd like for it to be as nice looking as possible. So appreciate all the comments on how to do this, and when I get to the little winglets, I will use the comments you guys suggested, making those to try to get the best finish. But I'm going to do the main center part of the splitter in the traditional method that I've been doing here with the foam molds, except actually I'm making this mold out of wood because the wood produces a lot cleaner finish and have a better success rate of leaving the part raw carbon. And actually, the first half of that splitter is on the CNC. It just finished cutting, and I'll get the other half of it cutting tomorrow, and that mold should be complete other than finishing it and getting it ready. So we should have a part coming off of that mold and have that center splitter in the next video if all goes well. So to make these headlights fit correctly, I had the headlight itself 3D scanned by a company, and that gave me a real accurate model of the perimeter of this. So what I'm hoping is I can come in here and cut this edge, remove this flange. That headlight should pop up in that and fit just perfect. Now once I do that, I can make a template that lays down in this groove and has the trim line up here, because this will get trimmed off somewhere up here on this tangency and sit right down on top of the headlight. And once I get a template made, I can lay it up here and remove that material exactly where I want it, and then flip it over and come to this side and remove that material on this side, and these headlight openings will match perfectly. Now when the hood closes, this carbon fiber should come down and just all but touch that headlight. So I may need to put some type of rubber or foam or some kind of insulation so it doesn't vibrate and chafe and scratch that light. It needs some kind of a barrier between the two, just ever so slightly, to keep them from touching and chafing. I don't want the headlights to get scratched over time. But that is what I'm planning on doing there. Once we have these pieces made and glued together, then we can start mounting this front assembly in the correct position. It's just sitting here rough to where it goes. It's nowhere near correct. Actually, the fenders need to shift in some. They're just bumping and are not allowing me to. You can see they're hitting here. I need to do some more trimming. There's still a lot of engineering to work out as far as the hood latch, the hood hinges, and where the cowling fits, how much I need to remove in this area, and make a like a water drain pan beneath the cowling to catch the water and pocket it out through tubes on each ends, so it's so the water doesn't get trapped up inside somewhere where I don't want it. It'll be a tube. It runs all the way to the bottom of the car and out through the floor, so I can direct that water exactly where I want it to go. So as we move along and get closer to finishing parts on the car, inevitably when you design a car from scratch, there's going to be some rework. Some things that we've already ran into that'll be rework was the roll bar was hitting the roof of the car, and I had to lower the roll bar ever so slightly. We still have it sitting over here where we cut it apart. I cut some height out of the hoop and put it back in the car, but we still need to bend these tubes and remake these pieces of the roll bar to get that height correct. Now something I've seen here in the front of the car that's very possible we'll have to rework are these radiators. I think when I 3D modeled these lights, I only modeled the lens on top, and there is a large heat sink underneath that is hitting the radiator, and this light needs to come forward even more. So most likely I'm going to have to replace those radiators. They are a little too tall, and to be honest, it wouldn't hurt if they were a little bit wider. So I may have to replace these, and if I do, I'll come up with a different shaped radiator that's wider and lower in height to clear these headlights. But right now it's looking like I will have to replace those unless something changes when I locate all these parts in the correct height. If the front of it is too low and it needs to raise some, then we'll be okay, but I'm thinking that's not the case right now. All right, let me show you all these parts here sitting together and give you an idea what the front of this car is going to look like shape-wise. I know it's not exact. You can see cracks in between the panels and places. That's as close as I could push them together for now, but just want to show you what this looks like. Let's walk around and get a view from back here. When you're sitting in the seat and looking over the hood, the only thing you see are the highest points here on the fenders over the tires, and everything else is down below the dash line and disappears. So But that's what it looks like. And if you guys could give me your feedback on what you think. Is it starting to look like a car? Is it the shape and design, is it appealing to you guys, or does it look like crap? Be interested in what you think. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. But I guess that's about it for this video, and I'll see you guys again in a few weeks.